Der große Holzkran, den Sie hier sehen, wurde früher zum Alarm.
It has been a long time since I posted something. The last few months of 2023 were quite busy, full of new projects and little tragedies. At the end of September, we went on a little trip to the north of Germany. From our room, we had the perfect view of the ocean, the big pond where our ancestors traveled or went on their Viking tours. We even visited Haithabu, the largest trading city of all times. Parts of it were even rebuilt to represent the living at the time of the Vikings. It was interesting to imagine how life must have been during that time, and it was quite impressive to see how improved their craft had been. But apart from doing some sightseeing, we also enjoyed walks next to the ocean and on the beach. The soothing sound of the water and wind kept us company. Finally were able to release the stress which had accompanied us for months. We even went on a little boat trip in Flensburg to get close in touch with the ocean. The soft movement of the boat and this amazing view were worth it. Back home, we continued to dwell in this soothing and relaxing mood and went to a special hiking path. On this path, you can listen to legends based on events in this area. The light breaking through the branches represent an amazing visual pun next to the extraordinary rock constructions and strengthen the legendary image of this area. Some of them even look like dragons forever to be carved in stone. Found a little waterfall with water dripping from the stones. It is always amazing and magical how water finds its way through every little inch in nature. Even though the water was just dripping from the rocks, it was so calming to listen to and watch the water flow. Memories from a long journey were dripping on stone to melt together into a little trickle which turns into a brook and goes ever on until it ends up in a pool of memories. In October, the weather was still quite warm and so beautiful. It was just the right time for my bunnies to jump around. As I have mentioned in previous videos, I treasure these moments, because you never know what might happen. 2023 was a hard time for me and my bunnies. First, Penelope was diagnosed with teeth problems, which I have to take care of every 4 weeks. Later in summer, Erik and Fienchen had circulatory problems and have to take medicine for that. And even though I clean Fientchen's and Penelope's ears regularly, Fienchen was diagnosed with an ear infection right before Christmas. Penelope and Fienchen are torture breedings, and their kind tend to teeth problems and ear infections. I will talk more about that and the story of Fienchen and Penelope in another video. While my bunnies enjoyed their life in the garden, others were busy collecting enough resources for the next winter to come. Bees were buzzing around, collecting nectar and pollen for their bee colony. The grass was finally green again, after a long and hot period in summer where everything went dry and the grass turned brown. My lantana was still in full bloom and showed her blossoms in so many vibrant colors. And even though the weather was still warm and bright, a sense of autumn was lying in the air. The perfect time for my bunnies to jump around and enjoy the last warm days. Penelope had fun eating the fresh green grass and finally got used to the camera, while Eric still doesn't know what to expect from it. Tintin usually enjoys some time by herself. Finally, autumn arrived and turned everything in colors of red, orange, and yellow. But it didn't last very long, because soon the first snow was falling and covered everything in a thin layer of white powder. By Christmas, however, the snow was gone. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click the subscribe button below and leave a like.